should adopt them. Southside rapper representing. The girl is only happy when my money all up in her. I thought that she loved me, but I never did believe her. I threw her all my feelings, I just thought that she received them. Shorty did me nasty and improper. Shorty, call me daddy like I'm Papa. Surprised her with new drip like I just got it from a papa. Told her on my body and just wait for what's gon' pop up. And you really stupid if you think that you can stop her. Shorty did me nasty and improper. Shorty, call me daddy like I'm Papa. Surprised her with new drip like I just got it from a papa. Told her on my body and just wait for what's gon' pop up. It was supposed to take time, but we got it faster. Niggas mad I cut ties, calling me a bastard. Sitting on the sidelines, talking from the raptures. Funny how time flies, they can't even pass us. Pay me as the bad guy, now I'm getting badder. Shorty had a boyfriend, it don't even matter. Shorty had a fat ass, now it's getting fatter. Remember her from high school, now I just laugh at her. Bitch, I am a demon, yeah, I got my reasons. Always keep a condom, bitch ain't getting senior. Came up from the country, grew up on the senior. 31st and Tasker, daddy raised a bastard. Mama told me be myself and I became an asshole. Niggas said I ain't a rapper, now I rap my ass off. Now they ain't saying shit, that's what I thought. I'ma sit in front of class and I'ma stunt my ass off. It was supposed to take time, but we got it faster. Niggas mad I cut ties, calling me a bastard. Sitting on the sidelines, talking from the raptures. Funny how time flies, they can't even pass us. Pay me as the bad guy, now I'm getting badder. Shorty had a boyfriend, it don't even matter. Shorty had a fat ass, now it's getting fatter. Remember her from high school, now I
It's no
just
surprise,
laugh
now
at
we
her.
doing big things. We popping like we just hopping out the fish grease. Focus like we took a high dose of methamphetamine. I'm a boss, bitch, now put that lemon pepper on my wings. Oh, please, why you so braggadocious? Cause we advance the culture. Stay away from rags and cobras and bitches in fashion over. DJs don't come out till next week, I call that fashion forward. Fast forward, we potential platinum rap recorders. Wall.
It was supposed to take time, but we got it faster. Niggas mad I cut ties, calling me a bastard. Sitting on the sidelines, talking from the raptures. Funny how time flies, they can't even pass us. Pay me as the bad guy, now I'm getting badder. Shorty had a boyfriend, it don't even matter. Shorty had a fat ass, now it's getting fatter. Remember her from high school, now I just laugh at her. Vaseline got a nigga feeling flawless. Vaseline got a nigga feeling gorgeous. Vaseline on my elbow is enormous.
All right, boys.
Grease for the Reese's and
Aiden, are you here? Aiden, you here?
I ignore 'em.
Eating ice cream.
Like a brand
Huh?
new foreign. A nigga
Eating my ice cream.
out of move in a
You eating your ice cream, bro? What?
Mm-hmm. It's wrong that this does not need to be super long. Because this isn't like
Well, no, duh. I'm not gonna make it super long. We're already on stream right now, so let's go.
what's the first thing.
Let me finish drinking this. So, all right, chat. This is episode 1, season 2 of the Well, first season it was called Chin Sounds, but I made it Kbell Sounds because we have a new co-host, Aiden. Because apparently Gerb is too busy working all the time, so we have switched members to Aiden from Gerb to Aiden.
Gerb
Don't
will
know.
still be here.
Maybe depends on the date of these shits, but
Yes.
So yeah, like I said, this is season 2. Season 1 was about PDMX. This season 2, it's gonna be about PDSX. So let's go ahead and get into it. your expectations for this race in the season. So, do you want to start off for me?
You can start.
All right. So, basically, my expectation for the season was, basically to just to do good. Really, I wanted to get like top tens, but then as the season went on, I seen that there's gonna be more fast people, so I kind of just wanted to test the waters in the first round to see what it was like, and it was pretty good, honestly. The only thing that it was kind of bad was obviously the first turn, but that's in every fucking race. But this track, it was even more difficult because it was a really tight left-hander coming into that. Is the straight long, or is it like medium size? What do you think?
It's like medium.
But yeah, it's like medium size. So,
It's really tight. That corner's just.
yeah. Oh wait, hold up. The chat box is messing up. Right? There we go. Chat box is right. But yeah, like I said, coming into this, I really wanted to get a top 10 in the season. But as some more competitors came over to the class, I'm looking forward to trying to do at least top 15. So I think that's really not my ceiling, but I think that's the lowest I want to ever get in a race is a 15th or better. I don't want to get below. Unfortunately, in the first round, I did get below, but it was only one below. So I'm not horribly mad. I was kind of riding decent. I just kind of got caught up in a lot of stuff. So, like when you're trying to catch up from a first turn pile up, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, what were your expectations? Just coming into
Top
this
3.
round.
Top 3 was my goal. I got top 3. But halfway through the race, my goal was first, and guess I didn't really get there.
So,
the season, we're talking like
yeah.
the whole, just this round or just the season?
All right, now that was your race. Now, what were your expectations for the season? Like, what do you want to get?
Top 3. That's what I
No
want.
no win aspirations.
Well,
Are
yeah,
you holding off on that?
I want to win some. Hard to say though. It's only been one round, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
I definitely feel like most people are better at some tracks than others.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that are really good on every track, so it's gonna be difficult during the season. But yeah. So let's move on. The unluckiest and luckiest rider. We had the segment in season 1, but we're bringing it back for season 2. So Aiden, who do you think was? So let's talk about the 250 class. Who do you think was unluckiest? I really don't remember who was unlucky in the
That's
250
hard to
class, at least.
I know Hemi had some bad times.
Who?
McManus had some bad times. Hemi and McManus.
Yeah, Hemi. Yeah, that was pretty bad, honestly.
From what I saw, I would say Hemi, but I did not see everything.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm trying to say.
There was definitely someone that's probably worse, but
Just based on what we saw, I think it would be Hemi as well.
yeah.
Luckiest? I don't know. The luck thing is kind of hard to say. Like, you can clearly tell what luck is. Like, if somebody
I'd
gets
say
a...
Marco, well, no, you can't. Just off the start, I mean, it's hard to say though who got the luckiest.
Yeah. All right,
Marco got the
so...
start, but like he's fast enough, so he didn't really get lucky. We're getting there, Jack. We're getting to the 450s. Okay?
Yeah, so now let's talk about the 450 class. Unluckiest, in your opinion.
In my opinion, it was me.
Yes. So what can you take us through what happened out there?
So go up to I'm turning the corner for the finish line, and there's some Yamaha facing backwards that kills me, and I get stuck in the finish line post.
Yeah.
When I was 1 second off the lead. And then I sat there, couldn't get reset the track, and then it reset me across the track. And I lost about 16 seconds. So, I think it was me.
Yeah. And then what happened with Arides and you? Heard something happened with him.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
You want to talk about Arides? No?
No. We'll talk about it next week.
So my pick for the unluckiest rider, I think it'll be Aiden, but close second could be Lens as well. I mean, I could really throw anybody in that first turn pileup. Not even that first lap pileup. I could throw anybody in there. I was the last person to come out of there. Lens was caught up in there. I seen the Maya was up in there, so that might have been one of the worst first lap pileups I've ever been in, but we'll save that for later. So going on to the 250 round one recap. So I really don't remember the 250s, unfortunately. I can't remember if there was a lot of action going on. Oh, Nihilist said in the chat, Chicken was unlucky too. I definitely feel that.
Yeah, I remember seeing some bad things with him.
But the 250 class, do you think there was that much action in 250 class, or was everybody spread apart? Because I really don't remember.
Up front there really wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Up front, I think there was a battle somewhere between some people, but I really don't remember it. So
I don't think I have to pay attention more next week.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully I actually remember it this time. But based on what I saw, Marco, he led. Well, he didn't lead at first. It was actually BMX. He got the whole shot. And Marco caught up to him, passed him, and then didn't look back. Fortunately for him, at the end, it was looking a little sketchy. I think he crashed in that section right there before the finish line triple. I think Ranch almost ran to him too. Ranch was causing a lot of problems for some people out there. There was some controversy with Ranch. What was that in a heat race, or was that in the main event? I think that was in a heat race. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He cut across at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And killed everybody.
Yeah, so that was pretty controversial. That was crazy. McManus, I think he charged from the back a little bit. He got a really good up finish. I think Chicken and Hemi also charged from the back. I think Hemi more so than anybody. I'm pretty sure he got second in the motos. Do you have the standings or the results up right now?
Yeah.
Who got second in the 250 class?
It was Hemi.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Hemi had a really bad start and he caught up, so that's pretty impressive. This new guy, Move. I've heard some people talk about him. This is my first time seeing him, and I'm pretty sure he got a top 5. So that's pretty impressive. There were some other fan favorites that really maybe didn't do the best. I know Blazin, he barely made it in off of LCQ. That was crazy. Bubs, I didn't really see him out there. I think he got like kind of like a bottom result there. No, we're talking about 250s right now. But yeah, Bubs, he was kind of in the back. Morin, I remember he did pretty okay in the preseason. But he did pretty okay in the preseason, but he didn't do the best here. Oh no, the Supermoto race will be tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I announced it. It's tomorrow instead of today. What else we got here? Do you remember anything else?
Not anything in particular.
Yeah, I guess that's it for the 250 recap. So going on to the 450 recap, I'll go based off of what I've seen. And based off the start, you were what gate were you? Were you like near the doghouse? Because I was more towards the left side. I think it was towards the doghouse. Yeah. I was like gate 5 or something. So I had a pretty good gate. I thought I was gonna be okay. But I think I got ran into, and then I crashed. But then my bike got propelled forwards, and then that would kind of be lucky. I kind of got away from the crowd a little bit, but then I think somebody hit me again. Then I crashed, then I respawned again, and we was looking good. And then I'm pretty sure I hit either Gerb may have came into my lane a little bit, and I didn't expect it, and he kept going, but I crashed on the side. And then basically I was trying to get out the way, but at the same time I was trying to get over this little double with the single, sorry. I was trying to get over that before anybody came, and then I got hit, and then that was pretty much it. Then I hit the triple before the finish line, and I think I ran to the back of Lemonian, got turned around, and then I ran into lanes, and then we exploded, and then that was pretty much the first lap carnage right there. So there was a lot going on in that first lap. How did yours go? Because I'm pretty sure you got out of that pretty early, didn't you?
Yeah, I died in the first corner, but then I tried to just not like avoid everyone at all costs. I wasn't going crazy, like trying to hit big lines or go super fast. I was just trying to make it through.
Mhm.
And I ended up getting to like fourth by like the second lap. So yeah, I had a good start, solid start.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it was what was it? You, Dad Shoes, Hubchat. Who
It
was up in the
Reese,
front?
Reese, Hubchap, and someone else. Who was it?
Uh, did you already say you?
Dorian. It was Dorian. That's what it was.
Dorian. Yeah, Dorian. Yep.
It was Hubchap, or it was Reese, then Hubchap, then Dorian, then me, then Dad Shoes.
Hmm.
It was top 5.
Yeah. So you guys was up there. I'm pretty sure I don't think I rewatched the motos, but I was kind of looking. I kind of watched some people's races. Yeah. So yeah, what happened up there? Because I can't really remember like that. Do you
Just
remember?
Reese Hubchap and Dorian battled for a while, and they were like up front. They were like 2 seconds in front of me, and I think Dad Shoes was like 2 seconds behind me. So it
Yeah.
was really them 3 up front, and then me and Dad Shoes just slowly gaining in on them. And then I think we
Hmm.
both ended up getting around Dorian pretty quick. And then Hubchap and
Yeah.
Reese were battling, and Reese ended up crashing. So then ended up being Hubchap had like a 5-second lead, then me, and then Dad Shoes.
Yep.
And then me and Dad Shoes just kept slowly gaining on him, and then I was right on him. I was right on him at one point, and then I got killed by Mr. Arides himself. Had to roll the finish line. That was when Dad
Yes.
Shoes caught right after me. Then we battled for a while, and then I think he crashed. I ended up catching Hubchap again. 1 second behind Hubchap. Then I got killed by Mr. Yamaha, man. Lost 16 seconds to the game being bad. Then Dad Shoes ended up being like 5 seconds in front of me after that, and I couldn't catch him because I ended up dying to other people. So that was my race.
So there's my race was pretty much of well, basically I was really trying to recover from that first lap. So going into the next laps, I was trying to just play catch up mode. And unfortunately, I kind of got caught up with some people that was kind of hard to pass, and we ended up crashing a lot and just exchanging positions back and forth. At one point, I got free from him, and I was trying to make my way up to 15th, which was I think Fatosa. But unfortunately, I couldn't because there was not enough time left. If I probably had like 2 more laps left, I may have could have done it. The hard thing about being lapped and moving out the way is when you're trying to catch somebody in front of you, and then you got a leader or somebody else that's battling like 4th and 5th. You gotta kind of move out the way, and then the person that you're trying to catch up to eventually gets away because you're trying to let these people go past. So that's basically what I was dealing with in the back. What else could we talk about? Oh yeah, this is topic number 4, kind of. Hubchap on the red plate. Did you expect Hubchap to win that race?
Not really, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, going into that, I don't think I had a solid view of who was gonna win. I kind of had some people that I thought was gonna win. I don't think Hubchap was on the list. I think the people who I thought was gonna win that round was either gonna be you, Dash Shoes. I think I might have put Steez up there if you got a good start because he did really good at aerial here. He got second, so I think I put him up there. Reese, obviously. Track and lanes, I didn't put them on there because I didn't know how they would be in a 450 race, so they wasn't on the list to win for me. But yeah, but those people I thought was gonna win, and they didn't win. It was actually Hubchap. So, big ups to Hubchap. Got a good start. Really was just didn't get caught into lappers. I think he crashed one time by himself, and you actually was right on him. But then the next lap, you got killed by these, so that's unfortunate. But
yeah.
What was he about to say though?
What?
Is he gonna say something?
No.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say something. But yeah, you said he was running the 350.
What?
Was he riding a 350 or 450? Do you know?
He was 450, I think.
Okay. But yeah, just an unexpected turn of events for the first round for 450s. I'm gonna say.
It makes it interesting though.
Huh?
It makes it interesting. Because
Yeah,
now,
for sure.
like the underdog, not that he was like a crazy underdog, because he's obviously really really fast.
Yeah.
But he just wasn't a favorite to go win it, so should make the next week's very interesting.
What else we got? Oh yeah, Marco winning his first ever race in PDSX. I don't think this is his first ever pro finish, like win. I don't know if he got an overall in PDMX. I think he went on moto. I don't know if he got an overall.
Yeah.
But this is his first red plate ever. Well, he would have had one in backyard, but I guess he didn't really get it. But technically, this is his first red plate, so I'm pretty sure he was happy. I think he's getting a gear set or something. I think he already got it.
Yeah, he did.
But I think you'll have some good competition. People were kind of saying that the 250 classes are going to be kind of easy because who left? It was Jack
Definitely
and Lins.
easier.
Is it? Yeah, it's definitely easier now that them two left. But I wouldn't say for even those top 4 guys, Marco, Hemi, Menace, and who else? Chicken. Even Victor, you can throw Victor in there. Even if he got a top 5, so you can throw him in there as well. Still think there's gonna be some good racing in that class, even though the two really good people left and the aerial 250 winner left as well. So yeah, I think that class will be maybe have more winners than the 450 class this year. I should say. I think so, or at least they'll have multiple people. I feel like the top 4. I feel like Hemi, Manis, Marco, and Chicken, they could all win a race.
Yeah.
So I think maybe not like they'll have more winners, but they'll probably have like different winners winning more. You know what I'm saying? So like Hemi could get 2.
What was Bubs doing there? Did you see that?
I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, that was that. Yeah. So we already talked about the first lap. So yeah, here's an interesting topic. Do you think everybody in the pro class should stay in there that you've seen that was in that race? What do you think?
From what I saw, everyone but one person should stay. But I think we need people to move up.
Honestly, I think we do. At least for the 450 class. The 450 class, unfortunately, I don't know why it's not a popular class. I really wish it was. Just so we can have more variety. Well, I don't feel like that. I just feel like some people just don't think they can control the bike. Maybe I don't know what the deal of what that is.
People are. That's where the fastest people are. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, what's his face? Chicken even limited the signups for 250 to 60, so that more people would go to the 450 class. I think an additional amount of people went to the 450 class, like maybe like 4 people went just because they couldn't sign for 250s. But I feel like most of those people that didn't make their signups are not just gonna go to the 450 class just cause.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think definitely 450 is way easier to get into, but I think it'll be harder to race in that class. But yeah, moving on from that, your top 3 riders for the next week's race. So my top 3, I guess this can be in no order. So I got Dad Shoes, I got you, and I got Hubtrap. I don't think I'm gonna just say those 3, especially if Hubtrap gets another good start. I don't know if he's as fast as you 2, but I think he's really consistent. So that definitely plays a factor into this. I mean, you're consistent as well, and Dad Shoes is.
It just depends on the track.
Yeah, it depends. Like if it's a Houston, you already said you're not that good at those, so those will just have to be your salvage rounds, I guess you should say.
Yeah.
Who's your top 3 for the class 450 class next week?
Probably Dad Shoes, Jack, and then me.
Okay.
That's probably what I'll go with. I feel like Jack has a good rebound here.
Mhm.
He's obviously really fast. He just has to get a little luck his way.
Who is your 250 top 3? I know mine's. I think mine's for the. I'm gonna do this one in order. I think the Manus is gonna win the next round. Then I think No, sorry. I think Hami's gonna win the next round. Then I think Manis is gonna get second, and Marco for the third place.
I think those are my top three right there. I don't know if it's in that order, but I would go with those. My top three.
Yeah. I think Manis is pretty good on every track. Same with Hemi. Marco, he has the momentum coming into the second round, so I think that's some pretty good picks right there. Thoughts on Salt Lake City, round 1. Personally, it's not my favorite track on the schedule. Obviously my favorite is Daytona. But I think it's a pretty okay track. I don't think it's as good as the second one. The second one I feel like it's a little bit harder. But this one, I don't know. It's weird. This track definitely, if you get caught off rhythm, you're kind of screwed. Especially in that long section right before the finish line.
Yeah.
If you mess up any one of those things, you're pretty much not doing anything in that section. So, what do you think?
I really like track, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'd put it up there as one of my favorites. I think it just flows well and works well. Good round for sure.
Okay. Thoughts on the section after the finish line. So what I'm talking about is, if you can see on the screen right here, it is the double, triple, or triple double section. You think this is the hardest section on the track, even though it's the shortest? I think honestly, I think it might be.
I honestly felt really good about it. I don't know if I messed it up.
Like I think I'll make it that she just
Triple
gets
double.
swirly in the whoops. But the difficult thing about it is that the triple double is not that hard. But once that corner gets a little rutted, because there was actually a hole in that freaking corner
I
before
never
that
found the
thing.
hole. I felt
You never seen it. You
No,
had
I
to.
didn't. I didn't, dude. I was too determined to just go. I don't know.
Like, I don't know what happened, but there was literally a hole right before the rut. I mean, it didn't affect you that much, but you could still feel it, and it felt weird. So I wasn't feeling confident on that triple double. I was really just trying to do the double triple, but I feel like that line's even harder because mistiming that double messes up the whole rhythm section. So it's just that's probably my hardest part of the track for me, at least. The other parts are just easy. It's just kind of hard to be consistent on them
The
sometimes.
hardest part for me is the last rhythm section.
For the finish line.
I mean, yeah. Even though I literally I don't think any of this track is hard actually.
Yeah.
Take that back. I felt really good on it the whole night and wasn't really messing anything up consistently. I was good with everything.
Okay. How rough it got out there. This track, I don't think this is one of the rounds that doesn't really
Good.
get that rough.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, this is one of the rounds where the roughness is not as crazy. A round that would get rough, I guess you could say, would be like one of the Arlingtons. Like Arlington 2 got pretty choppy, and
Yeah.
it was pretty hard to manage. But this round, not really. This round was pretty smooth. Maybe there was a deep rut here and there, but it wasn't really nothing crazy.
Yeah.
You think the same thing?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Top 10 rundown of the points. So I got this pulled up here. We'll just look at the 250s and then we'll continue. So these are the results. Based on this, I thought Chicken was actually gonna get top 5. He did not. Boardman and Emus took those places over.
I got 4th. Ooh.
Yeah,
I
so that'll be
expected,
interesting.
For me, I expected Chicken, Victor, and Letter Rain to do a little bit better.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
the
thought.
top 3 doesn't surprise me.
I didn't think Wheels was
Boardman
gonna.
definitely does.
I thought Wheels was actually gonna get top 10 actually.
Yeah, I thought Wheels would have done better. I thought Moran would have done better too. BMX,
Mhm.
he
He got a
fell
really
off.
good start.
Yeah, he fell off. Skills.
If he does this
definitely
again,
skills.
he might be the new Micah Lessie.
Yeah.
He got the whole shot, but trickled back to 10.
Mhm.
So yeah, moving on from that. Here are the
Range,
points.
7 rows down.
Here are the points. So Marco obviously red plate. So yeah, like I said, if you miss round 1, it's kind of, or I didn't say this, but if you miss round 1, it's kind of hard to come back from that, especially if you're trying to win the championship. It is doable, especially on this game if somebody misses a round or two. But you definitely want to at least make round 1 or most of the early rounds, and then maybe miss one of the later rounds, but can't really control that
The
sometimes.
only way that you're winning is if you win the ton Jack did.
Well, Jack,
you're
he won
pretty much
7 straight, so it was kind of already like set in stone.
Yeah, you kind of have to. You
So,
can't really miss him unless you're that dominant, but
yeah. All right, let's go into the 450 results here. So, Hubchap, Dad Shoes, Aiden for the top 3. Reese and Jack with the top 5. I actually thought Jack was 6th place, but he's actually 5th. Reese pretty good this week. Dorian, I don't think Dorian had the speed that the top 5 had
I
though.
think he did.
But Lynn's definitely did though. He had the fastest lap of the race, but did not have a good start. I think if Lynn's had a good start, he may have messed that top 5 up a little bit. Troy, I don't know what happened to Troy. I thought he was actually gonna do better, but he got a 9th, so that's not bad. But if you're trying to win the chip, 9th is probably not the best result you want to get, especially if the dude you're trying to race is getting like top 3s or top 5s every race. So it's kind of hard to come back from. Steez and Arides, these two were seeing each other a lot in the races. You weren't back there, but I was. Them two were having a little beef of their own back there. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, that's it. And here's the points. So yeah, I scored a solid 7 points. Not horrible. Definitely want to try to do better next week, though.
Only 5 off.
All right. Going to the next thing here. So what track would you want it to be for the next round? Like, what is the track that you think you could come out here and win a round, or at least do top 3 potential?
Gosh, that's too much.
I think you'd want it to be Salt Lake round 2.
What's that? I do like that one a lot, so I'd be down for that. That or Atlanta's.
Or Arlington 3.
Best ones, yeah.
Personally, for me, I would love it to be any of the Houstons. Honestly, any track is good for me. I don't want it to be Salt Lake round 2 or any of the Atlantas yet. I'm not prepared for the Atlantas. But any other track I'm good with. My best track personally is Daytona. I don't want Daytona to be the second round. I kind of want to savor that. So, and actually Arlington, was it 2, was my also second best. No, they were tied for the best finish.
Where you killed me?
Yeah, we don't talk about that though. Yeah, and I guess now we could go into the segment for the AMS class. The AMS class was pretty interesting. I didn't expect what I seen out there. I don't know if you did either. I was kind of expecting some carnage for the most part. What were you thinking?
I thought it was gonna be worse than it was. I thought it was gonna be a lot more, like, just absolute, like, out of control. But
yeah,
it wasn't really that bad.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was gonna be everybody wrecking every lap. I thought it was gonna be one of those, but it was pretty fun to watch. Honestly, I mean, still in this class, kind of. I guess I didn't really know everybody. I kind of messed some people's names up, so hopefully I get those right for next round. But I didn't really know anybody. I knew a couple people, but not really. So now I kind of know some people and how they ride, their tendencies. Not tendencies, but I know them based off the first round. So hopefully the same people will come back and do the same things next week. But yeah, just my rundown on the whole event. It was really good. What else? The main was really good. I think the top 5, even the top 6 really was kind of battling throughout the whole race. So it's funny, I couldn't even go back in the pack because I was too busy up front because they were always catching each other. Fry was doing good. Precise was really good out there. He had some actually troubles in the later half of the moto. He was the fastest qualifier, but it looks like he just couldn't stay up on 2 wheels for some of the time. Who was Ryan? Ryan was probably the most unexpected pick out there. He was like in 10th to 8th at the start, and he just caught up So shouts out to Ryan for that. But definitely a good start for the class. Connor's probably not that excited that he got, what he get 15th, but he did say he had a bad start, kind of like me. So we'll have to see what he can do with a good start. Actually, no, he can't, because I think he's going to the 450 class for pros. So I don't think he's racing AMs anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so we're not gonna see Connor anymore. But Pages, he was also out there. He was kind of doing some controversial stuff as well. Like he was
Pages
passes,
and Pages and the Abbott guy. That's who it was.
Avid.
They were having a good battle.
Who are you talking about?
Abbott.
Anybot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Abbott.
Anybot. Yeah.
No, Abbott.
I'm gonna call him Anybot. I don't care. But yeah. What's up? Fuck, I forgot how to say his name. How do you say it?
Schema? I don't know.
Yeah, I swear I thought it was Schema as well.
Right around the screen. Look at him. There we go. Perfect timing.
But yeah, Schema did pretty good out there. Who else was out there? But yeah, like you said, Pages and what's his face had a really good battle sometimes. I think Pages actually caught up. I think Pages got a top 3 in the race. He caught up to Fry and Precise. Fry, he actually trickled back, unfortunately for him. Because he was, like you see on this video, he was in first.
Yeah.
But now he's not, so. But yeah, all in all, I think it was a pretty good showing out. It looks like the AMs actually practiced for this event, so that's good. There is a controversial pass by Pages right there. Just yeah. So Schema, what do you think of this pass? That pass right there. What did you think of that? You was probably not excited for that pass, honestly. Yeah, Pages, he was just he was being aggressive. He might be the Barsha of the class, which is exciting for at least me. Probably not the people in the class to race. But it is exciting for me to watch it, so. Yeah, but Precise gonna have the red plate coming into the the second round. I know Ryan's probably gonna be pissed about that, but it is what it is. Unfortunately for Ryan, he had some Aiden luck out there. And I'm pretty sure Salter literally did the same thing that Pharma did. Well, no, he didn't. He actually just front tucked right before the finish line, and Ryan just got into him right for the last corner. He got into him, and unfortunately for him, he lost first place. Precise didn't go down, so yeah. Let's see. So he said, "Well, I was pretty mad after you failed to stay on the track. I took over, and he just took me out. But hey, race is over. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but." It is what it is. And he said his picks are bulling right now. Hopefully they are, because you're going to need some luck. Because as soon as I start doing good, it's pretty much a wrap. Yeah, like Schema also said, I actually noticed in the AMS class, there was definitely some different lines I seen. One of the different, or this might actually been the only different line I seen, but right before the section after the finish line, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
In the pros, usually everybody was trying to do not double, triple, or either triple, double. You didn't really see, like in the AMS class, sometimes there was singling, doubling, or they were even double, singling. Sometimes I've seen it. I was kind of confused about that, but sometimes you just can't get the biggest line, so it's understandable. I think some of them were really trying to doing that. They were doing that because there was multiple people in the section, so I do understand that. I think I seen somebody by himself try doing one of those lines. I was kind of confused, but yeah. Here, let me pull up the AMS results. So yeah, like I said, Precise, Ryan, then Pages, Anybot, and Fry round out the top 5. Conan's Egg, he actually got 6th place, so he was kind of in the top 10 in this range the whole time. But he just couldn't get it done, I don't think. He couldn't try to get the top 5. Huh?
51-3. Sound like I got a 51-3.
Yeah, let me see what the fast lap in 450s. Fast lap in 450s was a 50.4, and then it was a 50.1 in the 250 class. So fastest lap in the AMS race, at least. Yeah, that's crazy. He was literally the only one in the 51s. The other
Yeah,
dude that was in the 52s was the Luca. That's it.
yeah.
Everybody else
Like,
was in the
look
53s.
how much faster lap was than everybody else. 51.3. He was
Yeah,
literally 2 seconds
Salter.
faster than everyone else's fast lap, other than Luca.
I mean, he was fast, but he just couldn't stay up. I seen him most of the race. He just kept either he kept doing crazy stuff or just not staying up in the race. So,
What's Scheme is saying?
he said I always went for the double, triple because it
What
was
did he
more
say before that? What
consistent.
did he say before that?
I overtook him on the double, triple section before the whoops because he couldn't do it, and I was on the outside before the whoops, and he crashed. Yeah, he's talking about Salter. Yeah. I literally, if you download that wallpaper of the Salt Lake City 1 people, because I just took that from the AMS class replays. Literally, you can see, like, soon as the shit starts, the bottom right, you see Schema going for the double, triple. I think Salter went for it as well, and then Salter just dive bombed them for no reason, and they both went down. And then not Salter. Schema lost, like, that was Pages? I swear it was Salter, bro. It was one of them, but, yeah.
I think it was.
I swear I thought it was Salter because he was on a green bike.
I thought it was.
Because I don't have Salter's bike, but I have Pages, and I don't remember Pages doing that, so I don't know. And here's the points. Obviously, Precise getting that number 1. Sorry, not number 1. The red plate. Ryan might have something to say about that for the next round. But yeah, that was the AMS class. Pretty good all around. Pretty good racing. Some people did end up getting robbed. Unfortunately, Ryan, that was definitely a flatline rob. He got super robbed out of that. Aiden, you could say he couldn't or did get robbed. It's really up to your interpretation of it. Some people would say they got unluckier than Aiden. Some people say they wouldn't. So
I got robbed.
So I think we'll leave it at that. Pretty good episode. We didn't really have a lot of topics because obviously it's the first round.
fantasy?
So, oh yeah, my fault. I almost forgot about that. Thank goodness you reminded me. So chat. Let me pull that up real quick. So chat. Where is this at? Here we go. I'm gonna just leave this. What?
You should go to the part where I got put into the poll.
All right, hold on. I'll do that after this real quick. So chat. So right now, or not right now, but in the season we are doing this thing called PD SX Fantasy. So if you want to do the fantasy league, or it's not even, it's just a Discord. But if you want to do the fantasy league, I'll put the Discord description right here, and I'll probably put in the description so I can remember that. Then all you have to do is go in there and then fill out the form every week. And I'm pretty sure points will come out once a week.
It's worked like Pulp MX if you've done that.
Yeah, just like Pulp. If you don't know how to do it, then go. There's a video that should explain how to do Pulp MX. Pulp Fantasy. There should be. But yeah, hold on. Let me pull up Aiden's video since he wants to watch it so much here.
Aiden wants to know. The other Aiden. Mr. Confer.
Oh, okay. Do you have it timestamped?
No.
So where the hell is it?
Got like 7 minutes left, I think. Well, wait. If you're talking my video, it's timestamped.
Yeah, your video.
Yeah, it is timestamped. It's in the description.
You timestamped it, bro. Hold up, it's loading. Let's check chat. Alright, here it is, chat. This is how Aiden got stuck in the fence. Or sorry, the finish line pole.
When I was 1 second off of HubChat.
What were you thinking when you couldn't reset?
Disbelief.
Honestly, bro, if it was me, I might have just kept going where you got respawned. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I might have just said fuck it.
That was HubChat right there.
Yeah, that was. Let's watch that one more time. Let's analyze this. Let's go slow mo here.
I wonder what would have happened. Wonder what the admins would have said if I would have waited. Like if I would have timed it out and then. It's hard to say.
So Farmer's getting slow physics. Aiden unluckily gets into him. Bikes explode. Honestly, I think what you should have done. I know this was in the moment, right? So you couldn't really do this, but maybe because if you wait, sometimes your bike will just fling off the shit. So you could have maybe waited for your bike to get off it before you hit
I
reset.
was like, I don't know. I didn't even.
But I would have did the same thing too.
spamming
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
respawn button. I spam the respawn button every time I know I'm dead. So I was kind of just.
I might have done the same thing, honestly. Because I wouldn't have probably been thinking, but yeah.
Group in the chat.
But chat, I think that is the end of the stream here. We'll be back for round 2. So episode 2. This should I think we want to do these, or at least I want to do these every Saturday. Maybe if not Monday or Sunday. Probably the weekend. I think the weekend's probably best. But yeah, Aiden, any final thoughts? Or is that it?
Take care.
Alright. See you guys. Peace.